Hi everyone, and thank you for returning back to my channel. Look at this magic right here. Look at the sun shining through from my bedroom to where I am. Look at that solar energy. It's like a healing session already just looking at this video. Okay, so I pulled out a few cards from the Kali Oracle because I wanted just to like tune in because we just experienced an eclipse. Some parts of the world you're experiencing it now. That's symbolic too of an eclipse. You know what's interesting is on this side of my head, I have the Armenian eternity sign right on my head. Obviously, you can't see it because my hair is so long now, but it's all symbolic. For all the new subscribers, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I will be having a business website coming out pretty soon in the next several weeks. The time is exactly 11:01. We're starting a new fresh beginning, okay? Aries eclipse, solar eclipse. I'm also going to be making in the near future, in a week or two, the eclipse of Scorpio. That's, going to manifest very soon as well, okay? So the first card that came through, I think we're missing the one card that came through first. Give me a second. We're just going to go with this as the first card. This is the card with the child again. Oh my goodness, it's an eclipse. Look at that. Look at that. I can't. When the universe aligns things for you, this is the will of the divine. Guys, it's the coming together of what? What is this coming together for? This is the coming together of your own inner child. This could be symbolic for actual people who have children, who are realizing, who are becoming conscious of certain elements, past, present, future. This is for the sake of the future generations to come. Again, we start off with our inner child first, and then our physical children, or the children in the environment, community, or nation that you are part of. Oh my God, I love it. There's a lot of healing that's taking place currently, but this is mainly about consciousness and awareness of your own inner child. Nurture it, love it, support it, accept it. Okay, I'm back. So the next card that came out is this one again. It's the Kali Mahamaya. So this is taking, a spiritual bath, renewing your energy, the cleansing of the body, cleansing of the mind. This is where you can literally bring in flowers, flower essence, essential oils, put it in your hair, put some around your environment, spray it in the air, or like put it on your face. I have rose toner, natural rose toner, and some essential oils. You could rub it on your hands or your body or your legs, or just use it for incense. Okay, so for this card, I just kind of feel like what Kali is representing in your life right now. If you could see here below, there's her reflection, even though she's looking directly. And one of the flower essence is on her right side, and the other one is on the left side near her heart, but on the left front area, right? Moving forward to us. So this is a deep connection to your higher self. This is a deep connection to your spiritual, emotional cleansing. And when I say that, it's being aware of your own emotions, being aware of your own consciousness. And at this moment, it's most likely just allowing yourself to just be. You're not really necessarily needing to work towards anything, in a sense that the energies right now will allow things to just happen on its own, the way, the subtle little waves or rippling effect here is. in a very peaceful, subtle, peaceful manner. Okay, the next card that came forth is the I can't say this well, Kaladara. This is also symbolic of, can you see here? It's not actually horns, it's a planet, okay? It's the eclipse energy. Like, this card deck was gifted to me at the perfect time. Look at the orbits, like, the planets around. There's a bunch of planets. Mercury's going retrograde. A lot of placements right now are just awakening humanity as a whole. This is just being present and feeling out your intuition, your higher self. This kind of gives me high priestess vibes. Okay, so I just wanted to look at that. My goodness. Hold on, look, the planets, right? It's just so... Anyhow, my face is really in the video, sorry, but I just want you to take a good look at the card and just feel the essence. It's very symbolic of the High Priestess. The stars are shown. She just looks very, her third eye, you know, just very aware of things. Give me a minute, someone's calling me. Okay, the next card is Vishvamata. You gotta love Sanskrit. So the Armenian language is actually directed, like branched out of Sanskrit. We have very similar words. Look how beautiful this card is. When I look into it, when I look into her eyes, can you not feel like that's a real woman standing in front of you? Look at the pain, the trauma, and the power to self-ignite, renew herself, renew itself. The body renews itself, cleanses itself. I feel like this is what a lot of people are experiencing right now, where it's like they're seeking answers to something, relationships, justice, a direction in life. And if we look right at her earrings, it's possibly, we could interpret that as the inner child wounding, the pains of childhood, the traumas of children on the planet, and how Ma Kali, Mother Kali, feels, sees, and knows all. It's very fascinating. Okay, I believe this was next. Kundalini Shakti is what it is. This is the power of the masculine and the feminine. One thing I wanted to mention, the Shakti, the Kundalini, it's very symbolic of the Merkaba and the hexagram, the 6-pointed star, the one pyramid going up and the one pyramid going down. So for the past 15 years, I've been teaching that the pyramid that is symbolic of up is the symbolic of the masculine energies, and the pyramid going downwards is symbolic of the feminine energies. Okay, it could also be seen as the ethers meets the earth together. Sometimes it's symbolic of people's root chakras and crown chakras. There's a million things it's very symbolic of. Okay, I just need to take this call again. I'll be back. I just got off the phone with one of my clients. My clientele is still a good 90-95% African American. There's just something about them feeling this very strong connection to me. But we're going to tune into these body language here. So as you can see, the power of Shakti. She's closing her eyes and she's feeling the energies from his heart and his masculinity, and he's just looking forward. So there's some form of consciousness or awareness here, and it feels like she's a lot more conscious and aware of him. And he's kind of just standing there all proud, looking forward. Oh, the glare is not clear. Let's move on from that. This is one of my favorites, Kali Yantra. There's on YouTube, a very nice, I think it was about 10-15 years ago, I had found it. It's in Sanskrit, a hymn, where you're really feeling the energies of the Kali Yantra and invoking its essence to bring forth peace and serenity into your own body, mind, and soul. Consciousness, self-awareness, groundedness is a form of building your own life and circumstances. That could be my client calling back. I'll get back to you shortly, okay, guys? Hey, welcome back. Okay, I just got off the phone with the same lady, the same African-American lady. Hung up the phone, another one of my African-American clients called. Hey, girl. It's like we're sisters. It's always like that. It's the best. I should have just been born black in this century. I know I've been black in many lives before, but I don't like to use that word black because it's like, I don't look at the skin color. Anyhow, so the next card, speaking of that, is this one. And this card keeps showing up in every single reading that I've had with this deck so far, literally. For even personal readings and then as a collective too. Smashana. This is the first card. Okay, this is really allowing the root of the disease to be removed. So when I say the root of the disease, look, the flowers, remember the flowers we were seeing in the water? How it's like now on land, and there's, the fiery eclipse energies in the back, and it's cutting out the ego. The cutoff in the head of Kali is symbolic of humanity's ego, and could be our ego, could be other people's egos, in a sense of the ego is the opposite of awareness and consciousness, right? And it could be symbolic of literal diseases too, where are we making decisions through our highest self? Are we allowing incorrect people in our life who are making us physically, emotionally, spiritually sick? And to become aware of that and to stop those behaviors. You see the sword? See the sword here? It's up in the sky. One of her arms is holding the blood. She's going to drink the blood. So there's a transformation that's taking place in your life. The sword is symbolic of truths and awareness. So awareness is cutting through the illusions of deceit. I don't have a disease on my finger. It's the color of my nail polish, if you're wondering. The skulls here are symbolic of death, meaning no longer will the cycles, repetitive cycles in your life or the situation that's at hand, whether it's in relationships, about yourself, patterns that are no longer serving, life circumstances, the place you live. It's from her heart chakra to her Manipura stomach chakra, which is the place of creation. Okay, I wanted to keep going and moving forward because otherwise I'm going to get very detailed into each card reading and it's going to take a long time. Though there's a lot of energies taking place right now. Remember, we're in the eclipse season. Aries North Node. I'm an Aries North Node in the 9th house. So what does that mean? It basically means higher education. That's basically my knowledge. To bring forth higher education and to reform it and to establish leadership position and any kind of higher knowledge. That could be higher spiritual knowledge, higher academic knowledge. So when I had gone through the whole breaking through legally, I did it. Successfully, I did it. The Catholic school system, the academic Catholic school system, back in 2000s, early 2004, 2003, 2004, 2000, those times. I have an Aries North Node in the ninth house. Okay, so the video kind of cut out there, and I'm not sure where you lost me, but it looks like I'm going to have to repeat myself. So I was saying how you can only imagine what I'm going to accomplish now with an Aries North Node in the ninth house, which symbolizes higher knowledge, higher education. It's in the house of that. So an Aries, pioneering, forward moving, head on, headstrong in a sense of the upper. It's the head, it's the knowledge. Fearlessness, courageousness, the energies of Mars, which is spiritual warrior. And that's where I'm at, and that's where I believe I'm going to be taking humanity and where I live to the next heightened states. As you can see, this is the eclipse energies right here. Literally, this is Mars. This is the planet Mars. The card of Guna Tantrika. And at that time, in 2004, I believe it was 2004, when we also had Aries North Node, and I'm born Aries North Node in the ninth house, when I legally, successfully outdid the Catholic Academic District School Board in all of Toronto, when I had no food, when I was always alone, and I had no support emotionally, mentally, physically from family or anyone, I accomplished that. So that was an alignment of my own destiny with the planets and the stars. Hence, the world is going through a symbolic reform of that right now again. And I'm one of those people with that alignment. And if you look into your own birth chart, find out where your North Node is as well, and see where this is going to affect you in your life in the current, okay? And now we moving forward again with this beautiful card of Kali. Look at her beautiful energy, her beautiful presence. Kali is the goddess Ereshkigal. She is the goddess Hecate. It's all the same goddess. It's just a different cultural or concept or understanding based off which area of the world. Now, if you know anything about the Vedas and Sanskrit, well, we'll just concentrate on the Vedas. The Indians of today say the Vedas weren't originally from India, okay? This is number 44, Bhavatarini. This is symbolic of energy transfer. Her right hand, is symbolic of energy transfer. And moksha, liberation. As you can see, this card is also symbolically representing all the accomplishments that you have accomplished. I'm sorry over here. That's just kind of dried up incense. At least it's blessed, okay? And her essence and her energy is, as you can notice, she's not wearing the skulls. She's got her little pendant here of jewelry and protection. Can be, symbolic of Ishtar, the energies of Ishtar as well, where she regains her spiritual powers returning from the underworld, and all the flower essences all around her, because there's a renewal now. If you know the story about Ishtar, before she goes to the underworld, all her garments and all her spiritual powers are removed. So here is where it all returns back to her crown, her jewels, third eye, look at her eyes. So her spiritual protection, your spiritual protection, it's all returned. My spiritual protection. When you see her eyes, you can tell she's been through hell and back. Look at those eyes. Her eyes, the eyes are the window of the soul. Those are eyes that have seen the gates of heaven and the gates of hell. And this is all spiritual awareness and consciousness. And if you're not spiritual, you're atheistic, or you are, it's all the same thing. It's just a different language. Okay? It's wisdom. wisdom of yourself and what you bring to the table, what you bring into your life now. Changing habits, becoming a whole new person, more true to who you are rather than what is expected from other people, your communities, your culture. I want to share something. There was a very arrogant person that was trying to like troll me online once and was saying how, oh, Talar, you cannot, be connected to the goddess Hecate. She was a virgin goddess. You were raped as a child. You're not considered divinely spiritual. You're not considered. Okay, 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 okay. But I'm not going to get into it. But I will say one thing. In the olden days, virgin didn't literally mean physical virgin. It meant non-married. I will repeat. A goddess that was considered a quote-unquote virgin, when it was written down that she was a virgin, that meant she was not married. No marriage. So the next card that we have is Gauri Devi. Gauri Devi. I love this card. Every time I look at this card, I see myself. Literally. I'm not going to interpret this one. I want you to look at this card and feel what comes to you, because each essence of what you feel is symbolically representing something about yourself or something that you need to be aware of and see through life and your path and who people are and who they are not. See through the illusion of things. See through the illusion of yourself. At this moment, right now, see through and feel. Become conscious. Be aware. Through feeling and allowing it to register. So 3 days ago when I made that video about the hex witchery in Gyumri, Armenia, literally when I closed that video, I decided to take a walk in my neighborhood and then go to the local grocery store to get some more almond milk and some snacks and some garlic. On my way back, there's a lady who is a little bit of the buildings downwards away from my apartment, but the same neighborhood. Like just 2-3 blocks down. And she's like, "Hi, Talar." I can't believe this woman remembers my name. I've probably talked to her only twice. And her face is just, you could tell she's like the sun. She's just very pure, very rare for the people that still live here. Like, you don't find that anymore, or at least, She feeds 3 dogs. She's built with her hands a house for the dogs. She talks to them with love. And so she's like, Talar, the people here, they're not good people. And I said, yeah, I'm aware. And she said, I get judged, I get criticized all the time, every day, because I feed these beautiful dogs. She said, they're my dogs, I love them. She goes, I'm alone, I want to take care of them. And she's like, they look at me like I'm a piece of dirt because I give back to dogs. She's like, what's wrong with that? I said, absolutely nothing. You will receive blessings in return. And she said, I wish there was more people like you on this planet. I wish there was more people like you living here in Gyumri. You're just so pure. You're just such a good person. She goes, and the locals, the people in the neighborhood, they all know, Talar, that you're an amazing and good person. They know. I said, I'm aware of that too. Thank you. And I said, everything you're saying, and she just kept blessing me. She goes, I want nothing but the best for you. Good energy. God bless. I said the same thing back to you, sweetheart. So the moral of the story of why I'm even sharing this with you all is because we're all reflections of each other. When you see through the delusions of your area, your neighborhood, through other people and even yourself, another person will mirror that back to you. So a person, what they say about you is a reflection of them. This woman saw the good in me. This woman saw the pureness of me. Not only because she's accurate, but because she is also that way. Okay? And so this is the time for you to be aware of your own inner nature. Most of us have a dominance of positive or negative. It is what it is. So we have one more card after this, and I'm going to close it. Otherwise, it's going to be a very long reading, and I don't think you want to watch that long. I'm not talking about like false illusions, okay? I'm talking about you can see through people. At least I can. When you're conscious, you're connected to yourself and the world around you. You can see if the words coming out of other people are in alignment with what they actually mean, or are they being fake, or so on. That woman was not being fake. She was opening her heart to me with pure love, because she is pure love, that woman. Hence why she says, what's wrong with feeding dogs? They treat me like I'm dirt because I give love to dogs. She's like, I said, and that's why the universe always grants you, she believes in God. I said, and that's why God gives back to you, sweetheart. You'll never have a hunger day. And a lot of the people here, they're miserable. They're cursed. I said, I don't have to tell you that. I'm sure you know. She goes, yes, they are. That's why they're in that position. People who are cursed, it's written all over them. It's in their energy. It's the way, their demeanor. All right, we got the last and one of the most powerful cards in the deck, even though they're all powerful. And this is Khadga or Khadga. As you can see, there's two skulls with a scepter. Symbolic of energetic awareness now that we're coming to conclusion with. This can also be North Node, South Node, Aries and Libra right now. Libra being the past, Aries being the present and future, and how the scepter balancing out karmas of other people that they've caused you, and also karmas that you're releasing and now reaping or about to. This card is very symbolic of the tattoo I have on my stomach. So I want to say that this is just karma itself. People who are receiving debt, or the debt that they created for you that you had to pay off. It's being rebalanced. So this looks very symbolic of the tattoo on my stomach that I had done years ago. This is my stomach, as you can tell. Those are my tattoos. And that is my tattoo. And that was a promise to myself that I would never bring a child, a sacred child, into this world. Because of everything I've endured, and just a promise to myself that I will be my own child and mother and grandmother and take care of me. And that's it. That's all we need. Life Lessons 101.